Hey everybody, we're at Golden Egg Games. We are checking out a game called Edge of Humanity. Why don't we go down to the table? We're gonna let the designer actually tell us how to play this. Let's head down. What do you guys think?
Check it out. Check it out.
So this is not only a really cool player, but this is actually a colony.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So we're playing a 3-player game, so we set up 4 trade piles.
Okay. Gotta check my schedule real quick. I'm trying not to be rude.
Yeah, don't mind that we're filming.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I'm just telling you.
So this is yours, so this is your colony. So Edge of Humanity is a survival. It's I don't want to call it deck building, but it uses the same concept there, but it's really different. Orange and yellow. So everybody has the world has ended, right?
Okay.
And in this game we will run into a unique storyline, which is about a flu epidemic, like a plague, killed everybody, and it's also set in New York, like a major city. But specifically New York, which and everybody will have its own colony. So what you're trying to do in the course of the game, this is how you win points and win the game ultimately, is to get those survivors recruited into your colony.
Okay.
You're doing so by trashing cards, supply cards, which is the only currency when the world has ended and you don't have money, right? So for this instance, it costs you 2 supplies, and if you do so, you will gain 1 victory point. You get in the head, right? And also you will get a really cool special ability. That you will have a permanent special ability for the remainder of the game. And the other way to do it, you will have in your hand, you can see here, but you can also draft our buildings. It's the same concept. You need to pay supplies, trash them from your hand in order to build them inside your colony. And you also gain 2 victory points and also a special ability. So your hand size will go up. So that is the goal of the game. And I will explain how the game works. Okay? So it's really simple. Every round we have 5 phases, right? So the first phase interacts with the event deck. This is what's unique about Edge of Humanity. It uses the chronicle system. It's a narrative system that drives the game through. Okay? So what you do in your first round, you will turn over the first card, and you have this story. This is the background story. Tells you about what's coming up. Okay? So you read it at all. We will cut that off right now so we can get into the game. And then you will need to react to the event open up here. Okay? So in turn order, you will have, let's draw 5 cards.
5 cards?
Yeah, that sounds like.
Yep.
I will wait. I'll wait.
So shuffle and then draw.
Yeah. So everybody has 5 cards in their hand and 7 lives to start with. So you will need to react to that. So you need to choose either to discard 1 supply card, which are those cards with supplies on them, or discard 3 cards, or to lose 2 life from your life.
Wow.
I can say that there are no elimination in this game. So once it goes into 0, you're not out of the game, but you suffer for something, like a major wound. So I warn you that, and I will explain later what happened to eventually, etc. But so you shouldn't lose life.
Okay.
You need to take care of your life.
Discard a supply?
Yeah, everybody does that in turn order.
Everybody does that?
Yeah. And then we move on to the second phase, which is the action phase. This is like normal Dominion, deck building games. That part. You have 1 action to do. In 1 action you can play an action card that actually costs you action. So the adrenaline shot, you can see here, it will cost you 1 action. It actually gives you 2 actions too. So you can start building up combos, And also it has an effect. It will cause you to lose life. Some of those will cause you to lose life. Some cards will cause you to gain life, like the Medikit, right? So it can fluctuate. So 7 is the starting, but it can go up or down till 0. Okay? And other option that you can do, you can start building, like the safe house. To start building, you can place it in your colony. Okay. And then you need to put enough supply. So if I only put 1, it's not enough. It needs 4. So this is like
It's just start building.
I started building, right? In future, you can still put more and more until you have enough. Once you have enough, those supplies goes out of the game into the waste pile, and this is built, and you will automatically gain the points.
Okay.
Okay, so you will see how the deck really matter how it goes. Okay, the other option is to basically pass. You can discard all of your hand and just move on to the refill phase. Okay. After you've done your action, you would need to refill back to your hand. You do not discard your hand. Okay. So if I use all of those cards, and I already have those in my discard pile, I need to draw back to 5, right? I won 1, 2, and I need to draw more. So usually you just shuffle this. But what's unique about Edge of Humanity, when you need to shuffle, this is the only way you can draft those guys. It's not actually the only way, but this is the best rules.
Interesting.
You take one of those guys, like I really like the genital, right? So I put it in my discard pile, shuffle it, and then
Go back to 5.
yeah, or more.
Okay, so whenever you have to shuffle your card pile, that's when you can take one of these guys,
Yeah, you draft
and
them
then you
into
shuffle.
your
You draft them. Yes, that's cool.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And wait for the next one. Okay. So that's. I will do my action phase. You will do. Everybody does their action phase, and then we go into the trade phase. This is also a unique way to gain more cards.
Okay.
Okay. In a trade phase, you bid. So you can see that those cards have a trade value.
Oh, I see.
Inside. So what you do blindly, you will bid. Okay? Everybody bids. You can bid with more cards, and you can pass. You don't have to bid. The player that will win, the one with the most trade value, okay, he will choose to pick one of those cards and add it to his discard pile. And this card is out of the game.
Okay.
So we are trading.
You pick one of the 8 or one of the top row.
Take the whole part. Like this is
Take the
trash,
whole-
Yeah.
and those goes.
Oh, one
yeah.
column.
You get one column.
Okay, okay.
Nice.
And they might go big, So, and I can say in advance, this is a survival game.
Yeah.
You need supplies.
Right.
Yeah, you think?
Survival game supplies.
Yeah,
Cool.
because
Check.
because you trash them all the time.
Yeah.
You feel always that you need more in order to survive. So this is a really cool thematic feeling. So you basically, this is like the trade zone where you have all of those suppliers and you just say, okay, you will take this one and I will take that.
Gotcha.
So the second one, the second highest will take and tell what left over. Okay? If you don't bid, you don't take. Okay? And only valid bid takes.
Gotcha.
And that's
So
the
you
trade
always
phase.
have to bid at least one.
And then you move on into the recruit phase, which happily I have one in my hand. So in turn order, everybody can recruit a guy. So to recruit it, you will need to place it and you need to pay for it. So let's pay with 2 supplies. Those are again trashed out of the game, not back into you do not discard them, they're out of your hand, and this guy is now permanently in your colony. Again, you gain the point and you get that special ability that can, help you through the game.
And for him, can you just put one under and add another one later?
No, you can.
He has, but for him, you have
they
to.
are different. They act
Okay, just want to
differently.
make sure.
Yeah. Because those guys are like lurking, trying to get inside your
Makes sense.
colony.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
then actually this guy is the unlucky one. You will see that in the cleanup phase, which is right about up. If nobody drafts this guy, he's out.
Oh.
He's out. This is the unlucky 10. Yeah. And
Hit
all
the
of
road,
those guys
buddy.
will slide down, and
Yeah, this goes
you
here.
will get more guys. So this is the unlucky guy. And in the cleanup phase, if somebody took, you will.
The Postman. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie, yeah.
Yeah, we actually used it in the alpha version. So.
Yeah.
So when in the clip phase, you basically, if there is no open, so we open 2, and you will add more cards for any untaken. So those can be chunk yards. And
Wow.
So maybe you wouldn't trade.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, it's all depending on.
It's a mind game.
Yes. So after the cleanup phase, you finish. You move to the second one, and you flip it, and you have the conclusion of what happened in the last chapter, and then you need to start reacting. So this, you will be the start player, and then you need to react to those events, and those will smash you. The first game is kind of nice. The second one, I can give you spoilers. The second one it's a nuclear aftermath, and it's in the desert. So, and it introducing a new concept, which is let's see here, weapons. So new action and new survivors will use those weapons in order to gain leverage. Okay. So once you have, and also to repel some attacks, because after like a Fallout, guys will come after you. So you need weapons. And in the third game, it gets nastier because it's an alien invasion.
Oh man!
And those guys,
that's awesome.
You need those weapons in order to really, and also you can point weapons at each other in the aliens game. And after you run into all of those 3 games, what's cool about the Chronicle system, you can pick and choose. So I can take the nuclear, the alien invasion and place it in the New York scenery. And it will change up the story, and it will change how it affects the game. Cool. And you can shuffle it up, and you can pick other heroes, other buildings, like in Dominion, but it creates a completely new game experience.
Okay. Cool. Let's get to it.
Let's take it up top.
Yeah. And finally, I didn't tell you, when your life goes to 0, all you do is sit out to the rest of the round. Wait to the cleanup phase. In the cleanup phase, you will gain back to 7, and that's it.
Okay.
Oh wow!
It's not
you
too
just
bad.
sit out of 1 round. Okay.
Yeah, but it's sometimes
But it's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a strategy. You can. I always
Absolutely.
go on the limb there.
All right. So let's set this
take
back
it
up
up
and
on
let's
top and
get
get
it
our
going.
final thought. Wow, what a game! You guys heard how it plays out. It's a little Dominion-ish, but it's a lot cooler. I don't even like
In that
Dominion.
it's a deck builder.
It's
but
a deck builder. That's the
Kinda,
only
yeah.
thing
it's
that's
a
in
cool
it.
deck builder in
very
that
cool
it
deck.
doesn't,
The thing that I really liked is that you had as many cards. I had almost like 7 cards in my hand at one time.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to part with one of them.
Right.
It makes you make hard decisions.
Very.
This is an awesome game.
It is.
I suggest if you're coming down to GenCon Saturday and Sunday, get your hands on it. It really rules. What do you
Gotta check it out. Absolutely. The thing I like the most about it is that decision making and how you're like, oh man, but if I give up this card, I can get these resources. And it really makes you, like you said, tough decisions.
And you're on the edge the entire time.
Yeah.
Of humanity.
Of humanity.
Well
Hey.
said. Well said.
That's it for me, Rob Oren.
Mark, Streed.
Oh, Sam Healey.
Until next time,
See you guys.
we'll see you soon.
See you guys.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.